Hello, and how are you doing today, good viber? It is your girl Esther Joy, and she's coming at you with another video. On this channel, we love to talk about love, light, joy, and peace. So if you, my friend, enjoy spreading these vibrations to the planet, then know that you're in the right place. Now, my friend, we're gonna begin today's video. We're doing an energy forecast for the new moon that just passed in Scorpio. I might have just missed the new moon actual time of the new moon, but I wanted to look a little bit more on the energies that will be present and how it is affecting us and how we can best use this energy with our manifestations. So that's what we're going to be talking about today in this video. We're going to do a quick energy forecast reading and just kind of throw out how the energies have manifested in our reality and how we can best use this information to manifest our dream life. So without further ado, there were some astrological significant, transits that happened that we're just going to quickly talk about really fast. Now, I'm not like an expert in astrology. I'm still definitely learning, so feel free to add in whatever you know or your knowledge of astrology and the current transits that happened on November 15th. And right now I'm holding this on the 16th, and moving forward, let's just talk a little bit about what happened. So as we know, we had our new moon in Scorpio, and right now I believe we're in Scorpio season. You can correct me. Yeah, we're in Scorpio season. We had this powerful new moon in Scorpio, and Scorpio has a lot of the energies. It's the house of life, death, sex, the really intense energies of life. And so this really gave us an opportunity with this new moon, and I apologize for my dog Jedi. I'm sure he's barking at something that I cannot perceive, so it's out there. But anyways, this new moon really gave us an opportunity to reevaluate our lives in those extreme cases of love, of death, of those energies that are very intense. And with that being said, the sun, we had a lot of other stuff that the sun was conjunction with Jupiter and Saturn, and we saw like an expansion of those restrictions that we once had. We also had a lot of emotions being brought up during this time. Of course, every new moon and every full moon really does seem to heighten our emotions. I have a feeling that this one it really had to ground people because of how intense it was. You just have to ground yourself, because if you do not ground yourself during this time, you might find yourself being swept away with those high emotions and death and love and all of these very intense energies during this time. The moon itself actually had a beautiful triangular formation with the sun and Neptune, and this triad, I believe it's called, allowed us to open a portal of creating what is in our dreams. This could be literally pay attention to your dreams during this time, because the energy that was present and it still is present it will show that a lot of the things in our dreams are coming true to reality. The dream world and the reality world, they are creating a bridging of a bridge coming together. And certain things in your dreams you can expect to come true during this time. With that being said, there's a lot of high emotions. So just, if you dream journal, if you are writing down your dreams, if you keep track of them, just see how they're kind of playing out or affecting your reality as well. And know that there's an opportunity to create something that you've been dreaming about, quite literally. So look to your dreams to shine some light on these intense energies that are being present during this time. Okay, so that's enough astrology. Let's talk about a little bit about how these energies of the new moon, and as we know, new moons are opening of a portal, a time for us to really begin again, be reborn, open up to new things and address those building up tensions that need to now be released. A new moon is a great opportunity for that. And this new moon in Scorpio that we just had, we'll look a little bit about how the energies are affecting us and how we can best use these energies following up until the full moon to our best advantage. So I pulled out a few tarot cards, as you can see here, fam, and we're going to be talking a little bit about how it has manifested this energy in our mind, our body, and our soul. So starting off, we have our mental energy is moving away with the Six of Swords, or the Six of Air. There's a lot of communication that's happening here, and I think it's important to also address that this communication is allowing us to move forward in what we are. Dreams are really coming out big for this. So this could be communicating your dreams, this could be talking a little bit clearly about what you are dreaming about, but it really is about those dreams. So with that being said, the Six of Air also is prompting us to share certain aspects of our mental mind, our thoughts with others to help move us forward in a venture. The Six of Air, I think this is going, for some people, this is going to have to do with family members and communication, but this could also be with just a group of people that you consider family. There's going to be a lot of communication happening there to help move this collective consciousness forward. And because dreams are playing such a big part, with Neptune being in a triad with the moon and sun, there's going to be a lot of, subconscious things that are going to be uncovered during this time that tie with our dreams again. So you might be meeting people in your dreams that you know of, and you might find that you'll be communicating with them in real life as well. And that's the kind of mental energy that this full moon that we just had in Scorpio is bringing to us and bringing light upon us, so that we can kind of manifest and communicate more in this reality and bring some of that dream world here and now. So we're moving on. We're going to look at the body, and the body we have Eight of Pentacles, or Eight of Earth in reverse. And this is almost like a stop still or a halting for a lot of people when it comes to the energies that are manifesting and being present during this full moon and how it is affecting us. I said full moon, but I meant new moon. And this is because when we have a new moon, there are a lot of things that might be bubbling up, as we mentioned in the beginning, and it's time to address that building of tension and release it. So a lot of things that might not have been working, well, I won't say they weren't working, but you've been working on them and they weren't really giving you that satisfaction. You might have been finding a lot of flaws in it. It wasn't really correlating with what you were wanting to create. It's coming to a standstill during this time, and that's to cause you to rest and reevaluate. And again, this could be with your body possibly not really working in the way it once was, with Eight of Earth being in reverse. And this is to cause a standstill for you to rest, for you to reevaluate again, because there's a big shift happening. And again, with the energies of Scorpio being all about life and death and all of the very intense energies, this could, manifest in a very intense way for some people. It could be a business venture, it could be their physical body, but there seems to be a standstill somewhere because what you were working on was not really serving you in the way that you may have anticipated it to or thought it should play out to. So that's a really big thing we're seeing with this new moon and the energies that are present and how it's kind of affecting our body, our physical reality. So yeah, that's what I'm really getting with the Eight of Earth. It's also almost like an endurance during this time. A lot of people might be feeling themselves, pushing themselves to really endure past that. But if you find out you're someone that's prone to burnout during this time, it's really important for you to maybe set some intentions during this new moon, after the new moon, and be aware if you are someone who is burning themselves out, because you want to stop that during this time. It's just not serving you, and your mind is meant to go somewhere where it can work a little bit more efficiently. That's really what I'm getting, how the new moon is affecting us. And with the last card being death, to show our soul, how this is affecting our soul. So powerful. Again, we know that the Scorpio energy of the moon and having it in during Scorpio season is extremely intense. So I'm not very surprised that we have the card death coming out here, because that's just overall reiterating that we have this very intense ending of a cycle happening for us. Things are changing. This could be a loss of an ego. This could be a loss of a person. They don't literally have to die, but of course that couldn't be an option for some people. this is more of a shedding of an old skin, to say the most, that you are reflecting back on shedding that old skin and seeing those almost, I want to say, ghosts in the closet, or corpses that have been laying, the monsters under your bed are starting to show themselves, and they're running away, or they are, you know, they're leaving, they're literally falling away from you during this time, and your soul is having a new opportunity to kind of, you know, breach that veil, see through the other side of the dream world, and you know, being able to create something new. There's a feeling of grief during this time almost, but I'm also getting that there's like a subtle excitement as well with the energies happening in the soul, because there is something that is rising up and bubbling to the surface during this time. You are absolutely, if I were to give the analogy of a butterfly, this is a butterfly getting out of the cocoon and stretching their wings for the first time. And with that being said, for some, it's also getting into that cocoon for the first time as well. So I'm getting two different, I guess, time zones for certain souls, but they're going through this very big shift and transformation. So with that being said, that is how we are seeing that this new moon in Scorpio is going to be affecting our energies, and how we can best use this energy to help us with our manifestations. Well, I would say, number one, make sure that you're mentally connecting with those that you feel are like family to you, and you're saying clearly what's on your mind. And if you're not sure how to clearly say it, then now is the time to get clearer on that vision of yours and how you want to communicate with others. Number two is that take a break with yourself, with projects. Make sure that you're not pushing yourself to the point where you know things are going to collapse, because there's no way that you can take on this many responsibilities without having to sacrifice something. You need to take this time to really step back for a second and prioritize your, you know, your business ventures, your projects, and your physical health as well, especially making sure that you're keeping track of that. Know that everything will get done, but when we are manifesting, if we have our energy too scattered, then there is no way that we can manifest that one thing that we really need. And that is, I think, right now, to focus on your health again, and focus on not being as much as a perfectionist as completing your task to the best of your ability during that time. And the last insight, the last way that we should really use this energy and hone in on it, is to be open to change. Really be open to an ego death, because I am getting that that's going to happen for a lot of people during this time. Be open to character development in your own character. Be open to self-reflection, and being aware of what you are letting go during this time, because I think there's a lot of heavy, intense energy that is being released during this time. So be aware of it. Do a journaling prompt if you haven't already. And yeah, that's really all I have for today's video. So if you liked it, awesome. Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what resonated. Again, I apologize for, you know, putting this video out the day after the full moon, the new moon, but I wanted to really just get how is it going to affect us moving forward until, you know, the fruition of that energy comes in the full moon. So I hope that this was useful. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Have an amazing day.